NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Peach Invitational. And hello again, and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my pal Frank Nobilo. We are here in the wonderful state of Georgia, getting ready to kick off the round at Eastlake Golf Club.
And what a great course it is too, Rich. Normally a par 72 for the members, but seeing we're going to play off the pros tee today, the 5th and the 10th hole, which are normally par 5s, will be reduced to par 4s, so a very strict par of 70.
Let's take it down to the tee. Excited to call all the action today out on the course for you. No complaints there. In the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right.
Even par currently. And that par certainly won't hurt the cause.
There's still some time. A lot of great golf early on. Let's get you out to the action at the 5th. Early in the round, still holding steady, even par on the day.
Yeah, it's got that feel it could go either way here. Next few holes will probably tell us which way.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle. Second shot.
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Just has the feel today. The 6th green here at Eastlake Golf Club, tracing back to the original Tom Bendelow design that opened back in 1908, built as the green for the par 5 16th. A Donald Ross rerouting 5 years later made it the target for a par 3 on the front 9. Good swing, good shot yet again. Good clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up.
Now it's at sneaky distance.
Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. So a tester from 4 feet. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Now the par 4 7th, slight dogleg to the left, 434 yards. Frank, what's the best way to attack?
Long hitters actually might think about trying to fly it over that bunker on the left, Rich, and leave yourself a pitch in here. But really, it's a second shot hole, and the reason why is that second shot is uphill and to an elevated green. So one thing you want to do is make sure you're hitting that second shot out of the fairway.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. We'll settle. All right, Frank, break down the approach here at the par 4 7th.
High soft landing approach shot is the one. When the flag's on the left, have to take enough club to carry that left edge of that bunker.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Birdie try up next. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Locked in on the read and the speed. And he makes it for par. Frank, back-to-back dog legs to the left as we step on the tee here at the 8th.
This one, a little different to the 7th hole. This one's fairly flat, and also that fairway runs out on the right side. You can try and flash it across all the bunkers. There's no real advantage. You have to respect those bunkers. Should just leave you a sand iron, a wedge maximum in here. This is a good scoring opportunity, providing you hit the fairway.
That's in the fairway. Getting set now for the approach here at the par 4 8th, and most important, just to take enough club to carry that bunker guarding the front of the green. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Moves into second place with that birdie. Rounding out the front 9 here at East Lake, and interesting, this is our first par 5 of the day. Just 2 par 5s on the course, and the first is here at the 9th, set up at an even 600 yards.
Ah, nice.
Looks good. Good contact, good result. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Let's see if they can make something happen on this approach to the first par 5 on the golf course here at East Lake. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look.
Chance for back-to-back.
Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Solid par to remain 1 under. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Peach Invitational. Located in Atlanta, Georgia, the East Lake Golf Club is the home course of the legendary golfer Bobby Jones. It is the oldest golf course in the city of Atlanta. This is Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, and we'll be calling all the action out on the course today. Back on the tee here at East Lake, fifth hole, 520-yard par 4.
Oh, I liked that.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Good tee shot, right in the fairway, and plenty long. Second shot now at the fifth here at East Lake. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. So 24 feet after that approach shot, Frank.
It's just outside the what you'd think very makeable distance.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Frank, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Well, that's just a poor putt, Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make a Michael Bublé.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
Hoping to drop only one shot, this for bogey. Frank, it's been that kind of a tournament. Another bogey.
Yeah, it's not exactly a small gap between that player there and the rest of the field. That gap's got to feel like the Grand Canyon right now.
Ready to tee off here at the sixth. Tricky 209-yard shot. And Frank, of all the shots that we see in a season on television, This is really one of the most intimidating.
It is, even for these players playing in the Tour Championship. You realise if you don't make a decent turn and just leave the club face open a little bit or a little late on the hit, then that's it. That ball's gone. So this one will wake you up very quickly.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Wow, I thought he made that.
Oh, that even caught me by surprise, Rich. I thought par was in the bag.
This now for bogey.
Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament.
The 7th hole here at East Lake in the Tour Championship is a slight dogleg to the left, demanding accuracy off the tee. Fairway bunker along the right side will punish a drive straying in that direction, resulting in a difficult approach shot. The second shot must navigate 3 deep greenside bunkers in order to find the 2-tiered green, blind to players from the fairway. Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Been a little too much of that, Frank. Just sort of ho-hum pars. Now at the 8th, looking at 405 yards on this par 4.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
Trying to get a good mental picture here on the approach shot at the par 4 8th. Again, most important to just avoid those bunkers by the green. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. He'll be pretty happy with that one, about 20 feet away in a good spot. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Now to hole number 9, 600-yard par 5. It is the first par 5 of the round.
Yeah, easy decision if you hit a good tee shot here with a gentle draw up and over that hill, Rich. Then you're just going to go for this par 5 and 2. The problems really come, though, if you hit a poor tee shot. Now you have to worry about the layup. Can you carry the lake? Or if you lay up short of the lake, you have a long third shot. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
Ooh, looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through.
Second shot. This is not heading in the right direction.
Looks like it's going to be in the rough.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. That's got 5 minutes to find it.
He'll need to be strong with this. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Frank well off the pace, but the true professionals, they keep digging, trying to get better. What a thrilling afternoon of golf here at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia. For all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo saying so long until next time. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Peach Invitational. Hello, everybody. I'm Rich Lerner, and beside me is my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We're here in the state of Georgia getting ready to kick off the round here at East Lake Golf Club. It's been a permanent home to the Tour Championship since 2005. Golf course today set up as a par 70 for the professionals, usually a par 72 for the members.
I'm excited to call all the action out on the course for you today. Here now at the par 4 fourth hole at East Lake, and it is 440 yards in length.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Second shot now from 160 yards. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, just seemed to baby it. Rich, you know, after you've already made one mistake in the rough, there's a chance he's going to make another.
Just trying to get it back out into the fairway and not make a big number. Down, little Sheba, down! That one was running so hot. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. And it is in.
Amazing. Amazing.
Here now at the par 4 fourth at East Lake at 440 yards in length. And Frank, I was about to say, well, it stretches out now, gets a little bit longer after some short par 4s to open. Then I thought, what, 440 yards? That's another drive and a wedge for today's players.
It certainly is. The two bunkers down the right make you sort of send your tee shot towards that left side of the fairway, but you'd actually rather be in a fairway bunker than that left rough. And one of the reasons why is this green pitches not only back to front, but also from left to right.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Frank, this one's headed way right.
And rough, trees, all sorts of problems on that right side.
In the thick stuff.
Thick, it's brutal out there.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Knocks it up on the green. It is about 28 feet away from the hole. Settles in over the putt. That's good work right there. Just a tap in. So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament. Well, Frank, what do you think of the 6th hole here at East Lake?
It's beautiful. That's if you don't want to play it, that's for sure. It just sits out there. You can see why it's one of the signature holes at East Lake. It's tempting, it's punishing, but it's also rewarding relative to the field.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Frank, not easy to keep your eye on the target when you've just splashed down.
Yeah, but on the flip side, too, one bad shot doesn't have to lead to two.
Now on to his 3rd shot after the last one went into the water. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. Frank, nothing really went the player's way this week.
Yeah, if this was motor racing, you'd say it's a case of having 4 flat tires.
Par 4-7, slight dogleg to the left, 434 yards. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. It's the beautiful part of golf. Brand new day, new hole. Remember, he made a bogey here yesterday. This time for birdie. Count it, that's a birdie. Here at the 8th, again, this is not an especially long hole, but it requires some thinking. It's a strategic golf hole, 405-yard par 4, and it doglegs to the left, so position is key.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
The approach now at the 8th, and Frank, what's the right play?
This is one of the widest greens on the golf course. There's just a subtle ridge and terrain that sort of moves that ball from that left side to the right. When the flag's on the left, you have to keep it left. And when the flag's on the right, you can use the middle of the green to move the ball around.
Get down! Lay down! So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Well, that's what the great ones do. From the rough, they use their skill and their strength to get it out and get it close. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Come on, you have to make that, don't you? Drop shot here at the 8th. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Rich, you got to tell me what happened. I covered my eyes on that one.
Another bogey. What else? Rounding out the front side, and Frank, here we are at last at a par 5. And what are we looking at?
Good chance here for the long hitters to drive it down there as far as possible. The hole really gives into a nice draw off the tee. One of the reasons why you get that extra kick and bound down the hill, because that's the way the hole shapes. From there, long iron to a green that's built the other way, left to right. Chances for eagles, chances for birdies, but straight with a tee shot, and then all of a sudden you've got to worry about that lake when you lay up.
Second shot coming up here at the par 5. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
And he's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. And he has it for birdie. That wraps up another round here at East Lake Golf Club. And for all of us here at EA Sports, this is Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo saying, until next time. NBC Golf on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Peach Invitational. Located in Atlanta, Georgia, the East Lake Golf Club is the home course to legendary golfer Bobby Jones. It's the oldest course in the city of Atlanta. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, and we'll be calling all the action out on the course today. Frank, what is the layout like here at East Lake?
Tremendous old-style layout, Rich, sort of very much up and down. And remember, this area was stricken by poverty years ago. Now it's one of the most pristine golf courses in the world. It's a traditional golf course, Rich, straight-up design, everything's in front of you. And normally it's a par 72 for the members, but by reducing 5 and 10, they become like whopping par 4s for even the best in the game. Par 3s too. Excellent test here at East Lake.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. That was not a very good read right there. And getting ready for the putt.
Well, for such a strong man, weak putt.
Now I'll have to make this just to avoid making Michael Dublé. Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament. Back here at the par 4 14th, we're ready to tee off. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Headed for the bunker. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. Not too bad, about 25 feet away. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Shouldn't be a problem here. And that's a bogey. Now getting settled over the ball here at the 15th. East Lake, second of the par 5s on the course, 525 yards. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
On the green in regulation. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Settles in over the putt. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Here we are at the 16th now.
Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Frank, what's the play here on the 16th?
Downhill second shot, perhaps take one club less, and also just let the ball release on this green. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. In the thick stuff.
Thick, it's brutal out there.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. It giveth and it taketh away.
So another bogey on the scorecard. And Frank, what happened this week?
I think it's a week to forget, Rich.
Frank, the par 4 17th at 455 yards has become really one of the most famous holes on the PGA Tour.
By virtue of that great up and down by Bill Haas when the level of the lake had been reduced just to the level where he could actually play that vital third shot. The hole is a slight dogleg left, par 4, fairly flat. Those three bunkers down the right are absolutely perfect if you're going to just bail out to the right. You'll certainly learn how to play fairway bunker shots. If you can find the fairway, this green raise slightly and you'll see that gaping front bunker that protects the front.
Second shot, good look at the green.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough.
I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Now to the final hole here at Eastlake Golf Club, and Frank, there aren't too many golf courses that finish with a par 3.
And that's why it's always under a debate whether you should finish on a par 3, especially one of this length. Twos are very, very hard to find on this green. And the reason why there's so many slopes and hollows here, the two bunkers, remember the great up and down from Jim Furyk from the right bunker, that's more than possible. But this is it. This is what it comes down to. Somehow make a 3.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Has his par. Frank, we did see some good golf out there today, but others really struggled.
Yeah, any competitive player wants to win. We don't doubt that, but we know you're not going to win them all. So it's still important for every golfer to continue to gain experience, to actually get something out of each and every tournament they play in.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. It's opening round coverage of the United States Open Championship.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, you've been there, down to the wire at several U.S. Opens. What's that pressure like?
It's so different from any other type of major championship because that's normally the toughest test. That's where the scores are the highest, i.e. relative to par. That's actually where par itself is a good score. I mean, you're bruised and battled by the end of the week. With the exception, really, remember when Rory McIlroy won at Congressional? That's the one time when a U.S. Open played soft. But Martin Keimer at Pinehurst on a firm, fast golf course, it's a different test. Tiger Woods at Pebble Beach. You just think of people struggling at the end of the week and really last man standing. That's what a U.S. Open means.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Wouldn't say that was his best, but not bad either. On the green and with a putt. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus. Well, you just can't make up ground if you don't make putts. Drop shot here at the 14th hole.
It's no snack, though. Well, we'll never know if that had gone in because it never made it.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. So, 2 over par for the round. Now to the 15th hole here at Chambers Bay and the U.S. Open. It stands out, at least to the eye, because it has the only tree on the golf course.
That's right. That's why it's called Lone Fir, this hole. And especially when they played off that short tee in the U.S. Open, 167 yards to the middle of the green. This is certainly a chance for a birdie coming in.
You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. These putts keep the round together. Not his best effort right there. That's a bogey, and now 3 over. Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Chambers Bay. How do you do it in the right way, Frank?
Well, when you look down this fairway, obviously everything slopes left to right. That makes this hole actually play a little bit more of a dogleg to the right, even though it doesn't look it. And then, of course, that green up ahead, it's like a tabletop. So precision here is absolutely paramount.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Just a couple of feet. And he makes it for par. Now to the 17th, par 3 here at Chambers Bay.
Yeah, they say beached at 16, that's the name. This one's called derailed. So you imagine coming down the stretch of a US Open, exactly what you're going to require. That's your best golf, and you're going to need your best tee shot here at this par 3. It mightn't be overly long, but when you look at that green just sitting up there perched, this one you do not want to make a mistake in.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation, but it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up.
We often say, Rich, you should always try and make it. I got to disagree with that. Lag putting, it's just about taking the strain off the next one. There's always other holes to be played.
From that distance, you settle for 2 putts. Been a rocky road to this point. 4 over par on the round. Now to the 18th hole. Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department in your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Frank, you want to finish with one good swing here, the approach shot to the 18th hole.
I don't think there's a flat putt on this green, Rich. There's so many different sections. We said the course was like a maze. This 18th green can be like a maze. If you're on the right portion, then obviously that certainly helps. But there's so many different levels to this green.
This is a good-looking shot. Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Shouldn't be a problem here.
Now putt for par.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Frank, you hate to miss it from that distance.
More than a setback there.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Well, too bad he gives one back. Well, that'll do it for day number 1, and a tough start for some of those who were hoping for better things.
Yes.